you. We will call the committee public safety to order at 4:30. Please let the record reflect that all committee members are present. If I could have a motion to approve the December 9th, 2025 minutes.
So
After motion has been made, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Is there anyone in the room who would like to give public comment? You have no public comment today? Okay. All right, I would like to reflect in our record that we have received a public comments in writing from Allison Peeler. This was received via email on December 14th. And these comments and related documents that are attached will be included and reflected in our record in the minutes from today and will be published with the next agenda and packet of items is posted publicly. Any questions on this?
I guess my question is, have you had any as chair communication with Allison?
So I did respond to Allison. She did say that she would not be able to attend. And Allison actually is the same resident who started our conversation when we went into the noise ordinance.
Yep.
And reviewing that information and updating. So
okay. Yeah, I just think sometimes there's an opportunity to empower the education, right? And I think back to here's what we were looking at Sanctuary City, and folks just didn't know, right? In terms of separation of powers, what the charter contemplates, our own ordinance contemplate. But when you think of police oversight, because I think the concerns are fair. I think she broaches some really good ideas. But when you talk about oversight, when you talk about officer conduct, when you talk about all of those things, that is, the charter and ordinances are clear, right? That power is essentially given to the police board of commissioners, and then really the mayor through the chief. And so I think we should find a way to make sure she knows that she should have an audience with the police board of commissioners, and probably start that conversation there. But yes, I was just curious. I appreciate that.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I think the meeting for this month is done, but there should be one next month. There was a meeting yesterday.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
And I can look at my schedule and let you know what that date that is.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, moving on, we are to discussion and action items. Item B, resolution make safer demolish of 810 Beulah. We do have a similar packet that we've viewed in the past, and we have Raleigh from ADP here. Raleigh, do you have any updates on this property?
The update I have isn't anything specific to EDP, but in talking with the county treasurer, I believe this was subject to tax foreclosure. Those proceedings have stalled or on temporary pause because he believes, he being the county treasurer, that there is a bankruptcy issue that's still being worked through. And so it doesn't necessarily impact this process per se, in my understanding, but that may shine light as to why ownership has not been present or engaged. Otherwise, no permanent, no other type of activity on our end. So we would maintain our recommendation.
Okay, and the recommendation here is a 30-day make safe or demolish.
This would, it would have been 30 days from the hearing officer because they have a little different discretion. When it gets to you all, this is fire damage, so we would ask for 21.
Okay. All right, any questions or comments from?
Just quickly, this is, I was at the meeting the owners came to, and I think this was one of the people that said they were going to go out and just slap up some kills and see where to go to figure out how it's going to get fixed. The house is bad, is my point. And this house was actually in the news 3 years ago when I first got on council.
Right.
There was a tricky situation there. So I'm now I know why the owners haven't showed up, because I was curious about that because they did. So I agree with the department's recommendation of 21 days. This has been a complaint in the Baker to Nora neighborhood. I continuously get from folks on Pontiac Street, which is neighboring street, this street, and Denora Street. So I agree with the recommendation of 21 days. And I would, if there's no further comment, I would move 21 days make safe for demolish.
Okay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any other? Right.
No, just happy holidays, folks.
Yeah, happy holidays.
I would,
Great working. with
Yeah,
you on this
absolutely.
Committee this year.
It's been a, yeah.
Glad I had a.
and it's been good
opportunity to
working
say
with
that.
you. Adam, you're
How
okay.
many shots?
I wanted to get that one on a microphone. I would like to add one thing though. So our noise ordinance did
Yes.
the
Oh,
update.
yeah,
I want to be clear that, in case the public is listening, what that was Monday night was not a new noise ordinance.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was simply an update.
Yes.
And in fact, it actually, simplified when it came to the motor vehicle stuff
Mhm.
to be able to enforce things, but it gave more leniency when we moved into the other issues, that were brought up, I think, during council.
Right.
Yes.
For folks.
Mhm.
After speaking to the city attorney earlier today about this, I realized that, this is our last meeting.
Yeah.
But I would like to put it into the world that there perhaps is still a chance to change perhaps the vehicle portion of it or consider the idea of making it a civil infraction.
Okay.
But there was conversation and I wanted to make sure on the record that people did know. This is not a new noise ordinance. We're not looking to shake you down about your dogs and all the things that were listed. That stuff has been on the books for the better
Yes.
part of 20 years.
Yeah, and that reflects much of what you said at council on Monday evening. So thank you for bringing that up and ensuring that that's part of our minutes.
And I also want to thank you and Adam for the input on this and the city attorney's office for all the work that they did on this. Because
Absolutely.
everybody put input. This was like a good thing that everyone had a ton of input in. So, hopefully next year we'll figure out a better solution forward that people can get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let me just say this, because I actually wanted to brush that too. I was just personally surprised. I respect every single person at the dais and their right to vote,
Mhm.
right, their conscience. And I also know that, people are receiving different input from different people and have different lived experiences. But I was just surprised because I had heard nothing but support for this. Not that a ton of people were talking about it, but the
Mhm.
folks that were talking about it were incredibly supportive. And then I didn't get any indication from anyone that there would be that level of opposition from the dais. So I was surprised, but I still think there's a lot of value in the work that this committee did
Mhm.
along with the city attorney's office.
Agreed.
And so, yeah, and I don't know what committees will be on next year, but I would love to see potentially either a resurrection of this or something in the form of, right?
Yep.
I think it's just a touch different that people can get behind and support.
Yeah, I agree with both of your sentiments.
Yeah.
I think there are some real positives here.
Me too.
So I would hope that the next committee would look at this again, take another look, put in some work there. So,
I agree.
all right. Well,
Thanks for your leadership, Chair.
thank you
You did
both.
great.
Thank you both. You two set a great example. I just want to say that. Always willing to
And
take a
thank you
call and
for-
answer questions.
Thank you, Raleigh, for being here. And we know it's not always the most fun thing to participate in, but you are here all the time. We appreciate that.
More fun than you can imagine.
Not as much as this last time, but we'll take.
It's tough. This one and DMP, I don't know which one's my favorite.
And then Renee, you've been the
You
boss.
get to see me at all of them, so they should all be
As
your
always.
favorite because I'm the best.
I'm gonna go with that answer. That's right.
Well, with no further business, we are adjourned at 4:38. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.